Okay, the next video that I want to make is regarding profanity. And one of you had mentioned that I had better not let Emily or my family see that video that I did, Poopy Butt. And I suspected that was because of the profanity in it. And I wanted to tell you about how I handle profanity with Emily. And first of all, a little bit of information about my thoughts about communication. Two of the most important elements for fluency in my regard are the understanding of humor and sarcasm. People who are learning a second language, if they can begin to master the humor and sarcasm of that within that language, then they've gone a long ways towards achieving fluency. But I'm going to add to that a third one, and that is profanity, and not just an understanding of the meaning of the words, but of how do you say it? More of a gut feel for what those words mean. That if someone says something, the F word or the S word or even some worse ones, to really, know what that means. Sometimes these words are like a slap in the face, and I deserve a slap in the face after last night's video. But some of these words are like a slap in the face, and that's an important part of being a part of a language, of a living language, is to be able to get slapped in the face by such a word, and even if it doesn't slap you, to understand the feeling that it has when it's being directed at someone else. It's an important part of the culture. And when we started teaching, when we chose to come to Japan and raise Emily so that Japanese was her first language, I always envisioned that Emily would have the option when she became an adult to live in either country. And I want her to be able, if she chooses to live in the United States part-time or permanently as an adult, I want her to be able to participate in many levels of the culture. And I've failed in many capacities as a teacher for her in that. But one of the things that I have done is I've made her familiar with obscenities in English. She knows most of the bad words, and she knows what they mean to a greater or lesser degree, and we practice it together sometimes. So Emily she's inherited Papa's potty mouth to the point that I want her to understand what the words mean. Now, recently I've given her some guidance about how to use it appropriately, use it with Papa, and use it when we're alone, and it's kind of a joke thing that we do, and to not use it in public. So she's starting to learn appropriate use for that. But if she was to see that video last night, there would be nothing in there that would surprise her. She knows all the bad words. And I guess that's what happens when you come from Papa. I believe it or not, you guys think that many of you think that I run a G-rated life, and I don't. I run a G-rated channel over on Softy Papa, but my friends, for the most part, all of my life, have been pretty profane individuals in both language and action. But all around nice guys for the most part. My father was like that. My brother was like that. A lot of my friends like that. Hey, you all know Jim. And there you go. All right, take care. Some may disagree with how I've chosen to raise Emily in that regard, but I'm hoping that when she becomes an adult and she spends time overseas and she's sitting around at a party with a group of individuals and someone says the F word, she'll understand what that feels, not just what it means, but what it feels like, and feel closer to the group. I know that not feeling what the others feel is one way to feel excluded from what's going on. And I want her to feel included, even if it means understanding bad words. Okay, bye-bye.